From the Detroit Free Press, it's Wednesday, February 12th. Here are today's top stories. Brought to you by JB's Smokehouse, located inside Bush's Fresh Food Market of Canton. JB's offers a range of authentic barbecue favorites, from beef brisket and mac and cheese to fried green tomatoes and pulled pork tacos. JB's is sure to become your new favorite barbecue spot.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Hashtag SOS. That's the message passengers aboard the Westerdam, a Holland America ship on a 2-week East Asia cruise, are tweeting to anyone who will listen. It's a modern twist on an old maritime distress signal. After floating around for days with no port to dock, the guests and crew aboard the big boat are getting anxious they will run out of fuel, food, and medicine. The ship has been turned away by several countries, including the Philippines, Japan, and now Thailand, because of the coronavirus. Public officials are trying to stop the global spread of the virus after an outbreak in China. So far, coronavirus has infected 43,000 people and killed more than 1,000. One guest on board tweeted the announcement the ship had been denied port in Thailand was met with laughter, then fear. Another said the captain told him there was just enough fuel and supplies for 3.5 days. People following passengers on Twitter have expressed outrage and sympathy, sending some encouraging messages of their own, including this one: keep the faith and stay strong. Hashtag, let's hope help is on the way.
This is Bisma Pervez with the Detroit Free Press. Michigan State Police are warning drivers after a small crash on I-696 turned deadly Tuesday morning. 2 male drivers got out of their cars after a minor accident around 5:30 a.m. Both men were struck by cars on the highway that were heading in the same direction. Now, First Lieutenant Michael Shaw is warning people not to get out of their cars on the side of the road. He thinks the incident could have been prevented if the men waited in their cars for police. Drivers are encouraged to get off the freeway and meet police in a parking lot if possible. Shaw said people don't realize how fast 70 miles per hour really is until it's too late.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist with the Detroit Free Press. Is it possible to move from a life of mindless spending to mindless saving? Maybe if you want to tap into some online savings tools that are being offered now by big banks, including Ally Bank, Chase, and Huntington Bank. We're looking at some set-it-and-forget-it ways to move even small amounts of cash out of checking into savings. Ally even has something called buckets, where you can create special accounts within an account to save money for big events, such as taking a vacation. The banks, of course, get more data on you and find yet another way to compete with upstart challenger banks, such as Chime. At a time when many people live paycheck to paycheck, though, we all need to find new tricks for saving extra dough.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Meredith Spellbring. Troy Police Department lost one of its own on Saturday. The department's original police cat, Pawfficer Badge, died Saturday of feline leukemia. Pawfficer Badge was diagnosed in May 2018, shortly after being selected as the department's first cat. Feline leukemia is the most common cause of cancer in felines and can lead to immune deficiency. After the diagnosis, Pawfficer Badge lived out her 2 years at Luke's Landing, a home for ill cats. The department decided to add a furry friend to their team after employing social media, asking Twitter to help them get to 10,000 followers in March of 2018. If it succeeded, the department promised to swear in a police cat. It took just 8 days to hit the goal. The department picked Pawfficer Donut as Pawfficer Badge's replacement in May of 2018. For more information on Pawfficer Badges, head to freep.com.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and an update on the Detroit Tigers. And yes, we finally got to hear the popping of mitts on Tuesday as pitchers and catchers reported to spring training. One of the biggest stars for the Tigers this spring is someone not projected to make the Major League squad too soon. Casey Mize, the team's #1 prospect, had an injury-shortened 2019. But as he told the Free Press on Tuesday, he has a plan for staying as healthy as possible this year.
I didn't come in as hot this year as I did last year, and so I think that's going to be a positive thing for down the stretch, which as a competitor, like you want to be ready to go, but then you got to realize what really matters.
The Tigers pitchers and catchers continue workouts today, and the rest of the team is scheduled to join them by Sunday. The first exhibition game will be next Friday down in Lakeland.
Do you like what you're hearing in our news briefing? Let us know, whether it's a question, comment, or something you just want to hear. You can share your opinion by emailing us at voice@freep.com. That's voice@freep.com. See you tomorrow.